My name's Cameron Bloomfield. I'm an artist, a record producer, a songwriter, and I'm coming to you live from my home studio in North London. I'm missing playing live a lot. I think it's something that's so core to so many artists, is that direct connection that you have between yourself and the audience, and the conversation that the songs that you're playing bring with it. And as much as all of the alternatives have been fun to experiment with, and I think there's a lot of value in a lot of the streaming and the online elements of performance, it's not the same, and I don't think it ever really can be. The one that immediately springs to mind is Prince playing at the Super Bowl. That's so special for so many reasons. Best live gig I've ever been to, D'Angelo at the Hammersmith Apollo. It would have been February 2015 when he was on the Black Messiah tour, and that, hands down, best live gig I've ever been to. My favourite live performance of my own, it would have been the last London show I did at Old Blue Last. Not just because of how incredible of a night it was, but also it turned out that lockdown happened a couple months afterwards, and so it ended up being one of the last big celebrations and big gatherings with all the people that I love in my life as well. So that was, that's definitely my personal favourite. It's not really a choice. it's a weird one. I think once you first, it's the same with anything. It could be music, it could be dance, it could be sport. I think if you find something that you can communicate with people in a way, or express yourself or communicate in a way that doesn't just use words, then that sets root really hard and fast. And that's something that doesn't ever really let go. And so when that's stripped from you, it's a bit of a wild feeling. So now that we're kind of hibernating before going back out into the world, the level of importance has I don't think ever been realised before, not by me anyway. I don't know if anyone else is going to be in the same position, but it's a very, very important thing. Actually, no, we didn't get any noise complaints. I think the threat was definitely there. We've got very understanding neighbours, and I think knowing the power that the system had, I purposely didn't proper crank it. I gave it a little nudge, but there was definitely room at the top to blast it a little bit more. So we'll save that for the festival. Generally, I like to keep it light when I'm playing shows. I like to bring just the keys and a guitar and keep it really simple, unless it's like a bigger setup where I've got the band there as well and we've really coordinated the set and there's a lot more going on. But yeah, generally I just like to drive to my gigs and keep it as light as possible. There's been a few. Some that could have gone badly but didn't, luckily. I remember there was one at a festival on the South Coast involving some Pyrotechnics and a very near miss. Well, I'm not sure whether I got the warning or just didn't hear it. But either way, we're alive to tell the tale. Yeah, I found it, it was actually a little bit too easy at one point trying to set up the system, to the point where I got a little bit suspicious and had to call up the company to ask if there was anything that they'd missed. Turned out they hadn't, and I just hadn't read the instructions properly. Yeah, the sound quality of the system was wicked. I just wish that we were in a space where I could have really, really cranked it and seen what it could have done. But even as far as we took it, it was just clear. So yeah, one day we'll have to get back in and I'll give it the beans.